Someone I consider a friend. Learned a lot from him as well. Obviously, I enjoy watching him and the Spurs do their thing as well. But Danny Green, give it up for Danny Green. Okay, so first one, slide corner three. So the first thing you got to understand is different spacing on the floor. And the older group, I explained this a little to you. You know, we're young, we know the corner, we know the wing, and we know top of the key. In the NBA, it's broken down a little different. You've got the corner, you've got the break, and the break is basically, you know how the line is straight, and then there's the corner, and then it breaks off into the curve of the three-point line. Everybody know what I'm talking about here? Okay, so you got the corner, you got the break, and then you got the slot, which is basically that almost the same lane the bigs run in transition. And then you got the tunnel, which is the top of the key. Is everybody with me on that? Okay, so a lot of times he may start in the corner, depending on the play, or he may start on the break and the slide comes through there. Does that make sense? Okay. Danny, what are some scenarios where you're starting break and sliding to corner?
A lot, or when Tony or Manu are handling the ball up top, usually don't flatten out right away. When they come up pick and roll, or he's up that way and drives baseline, then I'll meet him baseline. Or if we have a play sometimes when they set a screen for me to come to the corner, or sometimes there's just natural reaction of deep penetration. They'll penetrate on pick and roll, and sometimes I'll come up, but if they go really deep into the paint, I have to give them an outlet to be on the baseline. And it's usually just depends on their penetration. Got it.
So we're going to do it off pick and roll, okay? So can we get KT and D? Let me get some help here. So come over a little bit here, out of the tunnel. You're going to screen, all right? So Danny's there on the break. The pick and roll comes, okay? Like he was saying, we penetrate in. What happens? If I'm guarding Danny, what's probably going to happen here? I don't want to leave him much, but if that's happening, it's dangerous. I got to help it, right? From there, KT reads that. We space, and there comes the shot. Does everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly what your drill is going to look like as well, okay? So you'll have a ball handler who's also the passer. You'll have a screener, and then you'll have a shooter in the corner.
Yes,
Danny, talk to him real quick because, you know, every time we're here, we talk a lot about feet. So coming out of the slide, what's really important as you're shifting and trying to get into that shot?
Your footwork is probably the most important thing when it comes to shooting and getting a shot off. That makes your whole game. See Steph Curry or Kyrie Irving, whoever's playing, even Dellavedova, when they catch the ball, their feet are already set before they catch it. And in order to get your shot off, you have to have your feet ready, rapid fire. But for me, I said, depending on spacing and how they're coming, how fast the speed of the game is, usually a lot of times I like to slide because it keeps my base low and I have a good balance. But sometimes if they're growing really fast, then I might have to run there just to get there and then get my feet set and get a good balance. The biggest thing when sliding is to keeping your base and your balance so that you can get to your shot quickly. But you want to move at a pretty good pace to get there.
Good. Does everybody hear that? Okay. And so what I want us to work on, let's work on the slide. Like he said, the run's more just if the timing's quick. Okay. We're going to treat it where we have enough time sliding like that. And if you notice, that's what we were talking about when we were diving here, just working on running, is having the hips already engaged, that open hinge, so that it's quick to stick the load. Is everybody with me on that?
sir.
Now look, how many threes do you think you shot in your lifetime, Danny? Over 5 million? Okay. How many here shot over 5 million threes in their lifetime? Okay. So that means you don't need to shoot this at a 3. Learn to knock it down at mid-range. Maybe if you're a little older, we can get out to the deep 2, maybe a 3. But especially if you're younger, it's okay to work on this mid-range and build your way out. Is everybody with me? Okay. Quickly to the baskets. Go, go, go.